Hello and welcome to my take on the week ahead. What's going on in the astrology? Well, we continue to be in a very Uranian climate, by which I mean the planet Uranus is center stage. We have the Sun and Venus both angling it in a dynamic way. And Uranus is all about the unpredictable, the unusual, and the unconventional. And it's particularly the case, or you're going to probably be more aware of it, if you have a birthday around about the 28th of a month, and also if you're a Taurus, a Scorpio, a Leo, or an Aquarian. Now, also this week, Mercury turns direct. It's been retrograde for quite a little while. And when Mercury turns direct, things that have been lost, sidelined, missed, they come back into the arena. So the things you forgot to do, the bill you forgot to pay, the friend you forgot to phone back, perhaps something else that completely missed your mind, then these resurface with a view to being put right. Now, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to put those things right. But in the 10th instance, it may not be possible. And this is because of the added presence of planet Uranus. Roads run out with Uranus, and sometimes you have no choice in it at all. And this, combined with Mercury also getting back on track, means that the information coming to you, the things that are happening, may be as they are and as they will be. They cannot be changed. And I'm thinking particularly here of the cardinal signs. Mercury is in Cancer, and that is particularly relevant to Capricornians, Arians, and Librans too. And it's definitely make your mind up time for this group. And of course, if you know you've got planets in those 4 signs, then this applies to you as well. Decisions need to be made. And the fact that you've got Uranus in there as well means they'll be made quickly. Whether that means you suddenly awaken to something and say, right, this is what I'm going to do, or whether it's a set of circumstances that delivers it for you. And Uranus is short, sharp, and shocking, but it serves a very good purpose because whatever is ending clears the way and new things come in. Now, I'd also like to say, for that same group of signs, the idea that you're on a journey, that journeys are important, is just so at the moment and has been for a little while. And whether this means you're packing your bags and going to parts unknown or parts known, which have something new to tell you, or whether it means, in a probably more important way, that you're going to be making journeys of the heart and experience and knowledge. And so this idea that Mercury is now direct means that perhaps the purpose of those journeys is now being revealed to you. And just in general, the idea that Mercury is now back on track does make life a lot easier. Just for the record, Mercury turns direct at 5:59 in the morning on the 1st of August. Now, that's universal time, by the way, old money time, GMT. But things very rarely snap back immediately. It's just that over the course of the next 10 days, things that have been waiting to be revealed, information coming back to you, things happening will come back during the course of that 10 days. Now, I've got an interesting story that I want to tell you because I know a lot of astrologers will say to you, don't ever sign a document or undergo any important kind of communication or journey when Mercury is retrograde. Well, I'm not someone who espouses that view at all. And the reason being that often you don't have a choice. Yes, if you have a choice, you're planning a wedding, some sort of important event, you want to have Mercury direct. It's going to make life a whole lot easier. But of course, we're not always given the luxury of that choice. We have to adapt to a retrograde Mercury. And always there's a purpose. We always find something useful in that factor that Mercury is retrograde. Maybe it takes us back in time. Maybe it takes us somewhere that we didn't expect to go, but we've known before. Journeys of nostalgia are often Mercury retrograde packed. So I've got a little story for you. Many years ago, I had to buy a car on a retrograde Mercury, and I thought to myself, this is the worst thing ever. It's going to break down on me. It's going to prove to be a very, very poor investment. Well, it was quite the reverse. It turned out to be the most reliable, most sturdy, and comfortable car I'd ever had. And I was sad to let it go 10 years later. And of course, the reason that Mercury retrograde played into that decision was that my old car completely clapped out and I had to buy a new car. And that was the part retrograde Mercury played in the narrative. My journeys had ended with that car. Roads had run out, as they often do, and certainly as they often do with the combination of a powerful Uranus and a Mercury direct. So have a great week, this box of surprises, as I've called it, and I look forward to speaking to you in a week's time. And of course, for a more detailed look at what it means for your sign, all the things I've talked about, go to my website on the forecast page. Bye for now.